Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, May 12, 2022. The moon spends the day in your sector of joy and pleasure, and enjoying yourself is natural. You can also feel a compelling desire to improve your domestic life with the Sun and Jupiter heading into alignment. This transit brings fresh motivation to enhance your relationship with loved ones or upgrade your living conditions. It's a time for feeling proud of your most fundamental relationships, family, and home life. You're widening your comfort zone a little, ideally without going too far with unrealistic expectations. You're thinking about growth and expansion, and you might take some steps toward improving your life from the ground up. Whatever you're building, you're putting your heart and soul into it, maximizing its chances of success. Happiness or hopefulness is strong. You're feeling yourself. Put it this way, the moon governs your erotic 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and sexual chemistry, but it will be glimmering through hot-headed Aries via your romantic 5th house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression. In addition to being in the spotlight without making the effort to do so, you're also prone to approaching love with confidence and enthusiasm. There's an air of unapologetic sass to you today, and it's causing a ruckus. This, of course, is all thanks to the moon's ruler, Mars, sitting together with Venus via your 2nd house of self-worth, so go on with your bad self. It may feel like your work-life balance has never been easier with the Sun in Pisces sextiles Uranus in Taurus today. The easygoing sextile can help you maneuver whatever is thrown your way both at home and at work throughout the day. Since Mercury conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, you may even find it relatively easy to remain level-headed when overcoming obstacles. Saturn encourages Mercury to remain disciplined while holding yourself to your work ethic. So, lean into your innovation to problem solve while also using your communicative authority to delegate as needed. As they spend their last full day in your income sector, Venus and Mars are focused less on the money and more on giving you the confidence and the motivation to keep fighting for what you deserve. Pluto, the planet of change and revolution, is staying on, but after 14 years he is leaving next March, so we'll want to continue what the planets of money and passion have begun. Drag your friends along on an adventure. A night out in a new neighborhood will fit the bill if plane tickets would break the bank. Though you may sense the challenges more than the joys of life today, try to get through the rough road by sitting high in the saddle. Yes, only strength and determination will conquer doom and gloom. I would recommend making exercise a priority, but it's okay to go light. If there's something you can do that is more fun than your regular routine, a game of tennis rather than your usual run, it would be a good move. Try not to dwell too much on your emotions on this day. The power of this vibration is in good old-fashioned work. Throwing yourself into the chores that need your attention will not only do you a world of good by giving stress a place to go, you'll love the feeling of accomplishment at the end of the day. Anything that requires muscle, concentration, memorization, or organization will come readily and easily. Seize the opportunity to make some progress. It is not very often that you can say, "This is the first day of the rest of my life," without anything to back this up. Yet in the middle of an ordinary week, life has changed, and as Jupiter spends his first full day in Aries in over a decade, the planet of luck and expansion has opened the door to a new 12-year Jupiter cycle of expansion. 3 weeks after your birthday month ended, but with Venus' return last week finally giving your heart a voice, this is a day for embracing the future and the journey ahead. 2 days after leaving your romantic sector and wrapping up its only visit while Venus, the planet of love, is in Aries, the moon returns to your relationship sector. With Venus on a mission to update your romantic and relationship desires and expectations for the coming year, it is time to focus on your relationships, but in a way that could put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test. Our eyes in the sky. Now that Mars is in Aquarius, people will back down from the drama if you don't impose demands or rules on them. They'll only snap if they feel like they're being controlled. So, don't try to control other people's actions. Give them a chance to make their own decisions in your discussions. They will make the right choices on their own terms. And please just ignore anyone's snide or hurtful words. Venus also moves into Aquarius today, which indicates we're learning to look at love from a different angle. To this point, we've been hands-on and trying to make relationships work at all costs. Now we're taking a step back and allowing matters to unfold naturally. When it comes to how we express our affection, it won't be with a declaration of love that we yell from the rooftop. We'll choose to express ourselves with acts of kindness and service to those we care about, who will then see our truest heart. Asking for advice from a trusted source regarding our finances will prove helpful, as they will be able to give us insight and information on the best ways in which we can boost our capital and dividends. On the emotional front, this astrological energy will bring new life to our romantic situations and partnerships. The caveat is that Mars, who is a Libra, shares a minor connection with Neptune, who is retrograde in Pisces. That will make it hard for us to make decisions. Instead of moving forward, it's a good time to reflect on the investments before we commit fully to making them. The lesson of the day is to slow down and to contemplate as to what the best choices for us will be. Seeking advice will be beneficial, as long as it's a trusted source who we know won't lead us astray from the best opportunities and results. Now that Mars is in Aquarius, people will back down from the drama if you don't impose demands or rules on them. They'll only snap if they feel like they're being controlled. So, don't try to control other people's actions. Give them a chance to make their own decisions in your discussions. They will make the right choices on their own terms. And please just ignore anyone's snide or hurtful words. Venus also moves into Aquarius today, which indicates we're learning to look at love from a different angle. To this point, we've been hands-on and trying to make relationships work at all costs. Now we're taking a step back and allowing matters to unfold naturally. When it comes to how we express our affection, it won't be with a declaration of love that we yell from the rooftop. We'll choose to express ourselves with acts of kindness and service to those we care about, who will then see our truest heart. Our need for variety can place us in situations where romantic engagements take a back seat. Ordinarily, asking for space won't be a problem here. It is more likely that issues will arise if we make our needs known improperly or fail to consider someone else's needs. The reverse may also be true. We feel neglected in some capacity by another, which makes us go looking for love in all the wrong places. Keep in mind that Mercury is retrograde, which means that most things implemented today will probably need to be revised later. However, it doesn't mean that any core beliefs instituted today will be. Regardless of how you choose to fulfill your wishes, the one thing that is 100% certain is that today's cosmic energy brings a sense of fate to the overall vibe. Chance encounters or an email from an old friend could help cement a better future for you.